Hello YouTubers, Hammy Tech here, and today we are going to look at a piece of equipment that is my secret weapon. It's a secret weapon for me because, you see, I get a lot of questions. I've been getting questions lately from my videos asking, Hammy Tech, how do I connect this up? Or, Hammy Tech, how do you make your system sound so good? And, Hammy Tech, why do you watch robots on TV? No, I'm just kidding. I watch robots on TV. Anyway, today I'm going to unveil this piece of equipment that I use that is going to answer that question. And unveiling it is now. It is a DBX200 recording technology series switcher. It's a switching device. See, program route selector, they call it. And what it does, it allows you to connect many devices, well, 3. It allows you to connect 3 with 3 tape decks and tape monitor loops, and you can play back and record to each other, and you can inject signal processors. And that's how I make my systems sound so good. And you're looking at one right now. I've got it on the counter. It's not hooked up to anything. It's just bare naked. Poor little DBX, bare naked. Robot. Now anyway, what you do is you put this in your tape loop, monitor loop of your receiver, preamp, whatever you got, okay? Now, if you don't have a tape monitor loop, which seems to be the case with a lot of modern pieces of gear, you gotta be creative. And with that, I would say being creative, you have to find a way so you can put this DBX200 into the system, okay? That's what you got to do. You got to be creative. Now we're looking at the front, okay, and you see it's got sound processor inputs. It's got 1, 2, 3, and you can press them in and out. And you got a post or a pre-selector, which means the post is after the process comes after the signal, and then pre is before the signal. And then you can have line or tape for your tape monitor switch here, your tapes. And then you got tape 1, 2, 3, and you can select recording modes. You can record between tape decks. You can have all 3 tape decks recording, and so forth. And it's a pretty versatile little unit. It works well. It doesn't require any power. It's completely passive, so you can use it on any stereo. They later came out with a model 400. And a 400 unit required power because it had lights. It had lights in its routing selectors, so you could see how things were lit up. They would light up and there'd be lights up there showing. But yeah, this is the front. Now I'm going to turn it around and we're going to take a look and see what makes this thing so magical. Okay, now we're looking at the back of the unit, and you can see it is just populated to the max with RCA inputs and outputs. And they start over here, and you've got your tape decks, A, B, and C, or 1, 2, and 3. And then here, you've got noise reduction encoders. You can put in external noise reductions, but the thing is, this unit here has the jumpers missing. I think I took them off and put them on something else, but there's supposed to be a U jumper between each one of these. One there, and there. So there would be a jumper on the ones that, if you get one without the jumpers, all you can use is RCA cables. They work well. But the jumpers themselves are little loops of metal that just poke in. And then you got the sound processors in and out. And then you got the main input and output. This would be the where you connect it directly to your preamp through the tape monitor loop. And you can see this is quite a daunting task. It would be impossible to know how to do this without some assistance. And they provide assistance, yeah. DBX, they give you these instructions here. Now these instructions, they give you these instructions, and it looks like it's going to stand on its own. Okay, so these instructions, you see, oh yeah, they're very helpful, but how do you understand them? What do you need to understand these freaking instructions, how to hook everything up? Well, I found out that if you look at them through a set of these, all is revealed. So you just need to get a set of these guys, and these I got from a box of cereal, I think. Anyway, you get a set of these, look at the instructions, and all will be revealed. Okay, and then you can look at robots again too. So anyway, now back in the day, before the DBX 200 unit came out, there was these little guys. And I got this one from Radio Shack, way back when Radio Shack was a real deal and not what it is today. But anyway, this one was very similar to a DBX 200 in that it accepted tape decks, but it didn't do so much with the sound processors. But you could hook up to 3 tape decks and switch between them and record and dub and so forth. And to see the back of this guy, again, it's full of RCA things. And I don't think wearing the special glasses would help with this. You'd have to have an instruction manual. But anyway, I wanted to show you my secret weapon, the DBX 200, and just to show, I have one in that system, and I have one in my digitizing studio. So yeah, I use them quite a bit. I have 3 of them. Anyway, that's it for now. Until later, this is Hammy Tech.